It's good to be back.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes, we haven't done this in a while.
This is very good to be back. Yeah. Hey y'all. Welcome back. Sorry we missed a week, but we're here now. Thankful that y'all are still here with us. Thankful that y'all are the best coworkers in the world. This is, of course, the Hey Coworker podcast. I am RJ, the friendly neighborhood Dom, and this is
Kelly,
aka
Big Rocks,
not the little one.
Never the little one.
And we are your favorite not safe for work coworkers, and thank you for being here. Hopefully, if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, you have liked, left a review, subscribed, because subscribing and leaving a review does great things for us. I'm not sure how much y'all know that it does great things for us, but it really, really does. We very, very much appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, hopefully you've hit the bell, you're subscribed, all of the good things, because we greatly appreciate that as well. So now that we've gotten all that out of the way, welcome back to the show. How you doing, friend?
I'm doing magnificent, friend. How are you?
I'm terrible.
Damn.
I feel horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I've probably been somewhat not feeling well all week. But like yesterday and today, oh, it's worse. Oh, shit. Hold on. All right.
Do you need to do something?
I'll be right back. If I'm going to feel like trash, I can't look like trash too. I realized I had not brushed my head. And I was like, you need to brush your head. You were raised better than that. Being on camera. Your hair ain't brushed.
So do you want to keep in the first? That's
yes.
completely empty. Okay.
I do not care.
Okay.
They're going to get this. However, we left the other thing in last time when I got up to check the thing.
Oh, yeah, that's probably was my bad. In this last episode?
Yes.
In the beginning?
It was near the beginning. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good.
I be watching. I took out the part we were supposed to take out.
Yes, which is the only thing I really be caring about. As long as everything that is supposed to come out comes out, I'm not tripping. Yeah. Because sometimes we say things.
We are friends.
Yes, and we be having to be like, wait a minute, that's not
we're not on the phone.
Yeah, this is not an internet conversation. So we're not gonna have this conversation on the internet, because there are a few things that I just refuse to talk about on the internet because people make it stupid. Because they don't actually listen to comprehend or to understand or anything like that. They're just listening to get their point across, and I don't need to go viral. I like being able to have a job. Yes. And the other thing about people like doxing you and finding out where that's wild to me. So yeah, the internet makes me nervous.
As it should. It can be a very scary place. Is a very tumultuous.
Yes,
place.
That is a word.
Yeah.
But let's do your catch up first. How you been?
Well,
titties,
we missed a week. But as most of you know, we record in advance, so we haven't seen each other in almost a month. Yeah. I think it's been like at least 3 weeks, if not a month, since the last time we recorded. So during that time, I moved into a new apartment. I got a brand new set of titties. I potty trained my child. Well, mostly. Number one's great. That nigga took a shit on my floor. And here's the worst part.
That's so wild to me.
Here's the worst part of it all, right? He took a shit on my floor on Tuesday evening. I freaked out because I was home alone with the boys. I couldn't just pick him up and put him in the bathtub because I'm not allowed to pick him up because he weighs more than 10 pounds. So I was freaking out. I called my grandmother because I do not know how one even goes about getting shit out of a carpet.
You block that shit.
Yeah, but with what?
I'm guessing... Oh, I have no idea.
I have no idea. Do you think you know until you're on the floor in front of shit?
Like bleach foam cleaner? No, because it's carpet. So
I called my grandma. I made do with what I had. And a lot of...
Laundry detergent?
No, it was cleaning supplies.
Really?
Yeah, but...
Surprising.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Don't be surprised. Because I put him in the bathtub. While he was in the bathtub, I went in there. I'm blotting that shit, as one does. And then... I left it be. Like it was wet from me spraying it or whatever. So I saw the wet spot. It was kind of under their table. They have a table that they sit at because that's where he was. So it was very close to their table. Long story short, yesterday I dropped my kids off at school. They're with their father now, and I went to their room to go and clean up. Move the table. There's a stain on the floor, and at first I forgot that he shat on my floor. So I was like, when did they have chocolate milk? I smelled it. It still smelled of shit. Now, you couldn't smell it in the room, but the carpet itself still smelled of shit. Now, luckily, between that day and yesterday, I got my carpet cleaner. My carpet cleaner was still at the old apartment, but they brought it over. And so I had to I actually have a carpet cleaner that I got down there and cleaned it with, and it's much better now. But yeah, I did not get it up the first day. I thought that I did. I got the actual shit off the floor, but out of the carpet, no.
That's, bro.
Yeah.
Little humans are wild.
Yeah, and he was literally just standing there on his iPad.
No.
Completely content with underwear full of shit and shit dripping down the back of his legs and onto my floor.
That's that I'm so used to having a diaper on.
But it's not a diaper. I don't know. But he didn't do it again.
Okay.
He's going to the restroom, asked to go. This might be TMI, but he doesn't like. This might be TMI. Well, the shit on my floor. I mean, that's very, whatever. But now I'm actually talking about my kid itself.
Oh yeah.
He's a growing boy.
Okay.
And he's not completely comfortable with all of his body parts. So he doesn't want to touch it. So he just spreads his legs really wide so that it goes into the toilet. It's the funniest thing because he gets butt-ass naked to use the restroom, like a lot of kids do. You don't have kids, but it's very common for kids to want to take off all of their clothes in order to use the bathroom.
That travels with some of us to adulthood.
Yeah. I am not one of those people, but I do know that is a thing.
Yeah,
but it's just so funny because he's spread eagle on the toilet because he's just like, hands up.
Fair.
So I think it's very cute to watch them navigate those things on their own,
I guess that would be interesting. Kids.
Yeah.
She's talking to me about we had a conversation about kids yesterday.
I think it's time. Y'all aren't getting any younger.
Might as well just go ahead and do it.
It's a sucky marriage proposal.
Yeah, I'm like, but it's also a sucky way to have kids.
No, it's not though.
Might as well.
Let me tell you the difference though, because there is no age limit on marriage. You can it's going to be the exact same thing. Y'all can be together right now and not get married and still do all the exact same things you would as though you were married. True. It doesn't matter. You can get married when you're 82 and it changes. But kids, there's not a time limit. People have kids in their 40s, 50s, but it's going to be different. The older you get, the less energy that you have, and they have the most energy. And the older you get, the older they get. And so then it starts to, you know what I'm saying? So there is a time limit on having kids. Besides the fact that women biologically do have a clock that ticks. Yeah. Besides, even outside of that, just the amount of energy that you have, the amount of get up and go, so there is a difference.
Oh, I know. We've talked about all that too.
Mm-hmm. If you're gonna do, and you will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's that?
I'm not worried about. I'm not at all worried about whether or not we are emotionally capable.
No, I'm talking about financially. You will be fine.
I don't want to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be well off.
And if that's what you want to do, then you will make that happen. And
true.
You're going to.
It's just easier to set those goals and do things now than it would be with children.
Maybe. Depends on the type of person you are, because for some people. Me, I happen to be one of those people. I don't operate well with, let me prepare for this. Like, my kids are here. My child is right here in front of me. I don't have a choice but to get up there and go do what needs to be done because the baby's here.
My ADHD makes me very capable to deal with crisis. So I can deal with crisis and I can deal with things in the moment, but I'm trying to get out of the habit of putting myself in positions where I have to do that. Mm-hmm. So I want to prepare now so that when we do decide to have kids, it is significantly easier there's way less stress. And so because I'm less stressed, because I'm more prepared, I can parent in the exact way that I would like to, and I don't have to focus as much on, am I going to be able to make this baseball game, or do I have to go to this appointment or this meeting because we got to make sure we have enough to keep the lights on.
Right.
Like, and I ain't no, like, I'm worried about keeping the lights on ass nigga right now, but I'm just saying, like, it's easier to maneuver those things when you don't have kids.
Agreed.
So yeah, so I am for having children. I would just like to be slightly more financially prepared than I am currently to be able to do that.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah, and we've talked about it. It's not
too far.
Yeah, it's not super far off.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not like, yeah, we're gonna wait for like the next 10 years. No, like we're not doing that. Yeah, no. But yeah, as far as catch up for me, a few things. First of all, I'm going to start with this. I might need to take a break from the internet.
Same.
Because I get really tired, and I don't know if we've talked about this on here, but I get really tired of the like people that are trying to be first. Where like they see this thing and it appears to be everything turns into a red flag that is an indicator of abuse or mistreatment or infidelity or unhappiness, and then I go and I look at the same thing that they're talking about, and I'm going, what? How did y'all get that from this? Not and it's not specific to just this situation. I've seen it with several other situations, but it's specific to what's going on with like Simone Biles. Like I saw the thing with her husband. Now, her husband, did he deserve to be dragged for acting like he ain't know who she was? Sure, we're gonna get these jokes off, because how? Like if we're gonna make jokes about that, I'm all for that. But I saw people trying to like be like, he doesn't really love her and he said this because, and I'm just like, you're making a lot of projections.
Word of the year.
Like, you're projecting a lot onto this situation, probably because you have harm in your past that is making you feel as though this is this. Because when I watch it, I go, first of all, the pivot niggas was assholes because they served him up. Like the clip starts with them being like, how did you get Simone Biles? Which immediately put him on the defensive, and he was like, she pulled me on the cool, like she approached, which nothing he said about, and she says the same thing. And I'm like, she's laughing and smiling and giggling and rolling her eyes in a way that to me speaks of like they have a relationship that is like fun and they can laugh about things together and it's not too serious. Now, if it's not an indication of that, that's also cool. But we don't have any evidence of that.
So I am on the same side as you. When we spoke about this before, I did say I didn't like the way he talked.
That's fair.
But I can say that I don't like that. But what I did see was his wife sitting right next to him, showing all of her teeth, smiling the biggest smile as he was telling this story. And I have seen the video of her telling the exact same story.
And tells it the exact same way.
So, but something that you just said, you said that they immediately asked him, how did you pull Simone Biles, or how did you get Simone Biles? Mm-hmm. And that immediately put him on the defensive, and I don't think that it should. I don't think that should be the fuel for you to go and tell this story the way that you're telling it.
That's
like,
fair.
Me trying to prove to you, I don't think that it, because that does kind of set that tone. But I don't want to compare.
Yeah.
But I know that if somebody were to ask my man, how did you get her? He is not going to immediately try and turn it to, no, actually, she came after me. No, he's going to take that moment to be, I don't want to say the word humble. That's not it. To take that moment to be like, man, I don't know. Like, look at her. Like,
he's going to take that moment to celebrate you.
Right.
And I think that is great. And I think that is fine. That's wonderful that he would do that. I would probably do a mixture of the two when talking about little one. I would definitely take all the opportunity to celebrate her. And I would also tell the story about our first kiss, how she put both hands on the side of my head and reeled me in for a kiss. Like I would make that joke, and we would tell that, because that is a thing that we can do. because of how our relationship is and we're both comfortable doing that. If I knew that that was something that made her uncomfortable or made her feel like less than, I would not make that joke. Right. But it didn't appear to do that.
Right. She's told the same story, and she sat there as soon as you said it to me, as soon as you said that this was on the docket and we might talk about it, the first thing I said was, yeah, we could talk about it, because she was sitting there smiling. So I love it for her. If she and that's it. That's the end of that.
Yeah.
I'm not reading any more into it, because clearly she is okay with this story.
I don't want to prescribe me into it. And
it's what happened.
So I was like, so when people are like dragging him because he's saying he doesn't know who she was, I was like, that I want to get jokes off, because that's hilarious. Because how did you not? Well,
I don't,
what? So
it's possible.
It is possible, because remember I told you on the phone last night, I was talking about this with a coworker, and they were like, who's Simone Biles?
Yeah.
And they're not like, oh, not underneath a rock. Nothing. She just was like, oh, I don't know who that is. It is very possible for him to not know who it was. And then the other thing that irritated me with the internet went back and pulled up tweets from 2012 when he was live tweeting about gymnastics at the Olympics, 4 years before Simone Biles was in the Olympics, and said that this is proof that he knew that you follow and you know who she is. And I was like,
the only reason I know
that doesn't mean that, bro.
The only reason I know who Simone Biles is because she's black. If there was a white woman who was as decorated as Simone Biles, I would not know who she was.
But you know who Michael Phelps is?
I know who Michael Phelps is because he smokes weed.
Okay.
Not because he is so good at his job and he smokes weed.
We're like, all right, cool.
That is the reason I was introduced to. Or that is like, I'm sure I had heard his name before that, but that is what perked my ears up to make me pay attention to who Michael Phelps is. Me personally, as somebody who does not give any fucks about swimming.
That's fair.
So someone who doesn't know about or care about, I think it's very possible that he didn't know who she was. But the part of that's peculiar to me, I'm not on Riot because I'm not a celebrity, but it is for celebrities. And I would imagine that they would have, like, it's not just regular. You don't think that she's regular because she's on this app. Yeah. So you don't think that she's regular.
But he was just like, I went to her Instagram and it's millions of followers, and I'm like, oh, she must be good.
Yeah, maybe it's not. Well, yeah, if he's saying he didn't know her at all, like by name or anything, but I can imagine.
That's wild to me.
I can imagine. Yeah, that seems a little unlikely, but I can imagine you maybe not understanding
the gravity of who this is. And if he would have been like, I didn't really like, I was aware of.
I knew who she was, but I didn't know she was.
Yeah, I didn't know she was this. Yeah. And even so, this is the other thing. I also think he doesn't want to appear to look like a thirsty fan and be like, yeah, I was a huge fan of her because. I also think he has to be a little delusional because he was an undrafted rookie free agent. So therefore,
those are all words.
So basically,
I know what all those words mean individually, so I can put them together and figure out.
Okay, cool. Bet. So to get to where he is, he had to be a level of delusional to get there. He's also always been light skinned and had dimples. So it's not hard for me to believe that he would believe that he is a catch.
And the internet is,
and
just
he can
such
be
a
catch
place.
And her still be a catch. Also, I don't like the thing of like whittling down, because when he says is like, I believe men are the prize, and that's a whole other conversation. But whittling down how he views himself to simply his career accomplishments is really wild to me. It's damaging to anybody, but especially to like men, because you can't just be what you do. Yeah,
but you also I haven't seen either one of them reacting to this or saying anything about this. I have not.
She did tweet and I didn't like it. I was like, you should have just not said anything and this would have blown over.
But when you use trigger words, like men are the prize, knowing that is a Twitter conversation, that is not a real, I mean, it's a real life conversation in the sense of people who have Twitters get with other people who have Twitter and talk about it, but it's not a real thing.
Dude, like dudes don't really be sitting around, at least not circles that I'm in, thank God. We don't really be sitting around talking about who is the prize, because we got other stuff to worry about.
Men or women, it's not a real thing. It's only a thing on the internet.
And it also sounded like, because the whole situation, it felt like, you ever see like a young like nephew with all his uncles talking about girls? Mm-hmm. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
And they set him up for failure.
Yeah. When you use trigger words like that, yeah, you're going to get this type of reaction, because that is an argument that people have on the internet all the time.
Yep.
Are men or women the prize? So then when you say that, you're just feeding into that argument. So I'm not surprised at all that this debate happened, or people started, especially the people who truly live on the internet. So these are like real world problems for them.
Bro, the internet is such a weird place, because it is one of them things where you can have hundreds of thousands of people that follow you and all of this stuff and still be living paycheck to paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of them are. And we've like got a whole generation of people that like, this is what they want to do with their lives, is be an influencer of some kind. And I'm like, I get that, because why would you not want to make money from a platform that something you do effortlessly and you were going to do anyway? But I also be like, that also sounds incredibly stressful.
I would imagine so. Yesterday my friend had a little girls' night at her house, and it was 5 of us there. I knew my friend, the host, and I knew one of the other girls there. The other 2 girls that were there, I was meeting them for the first time, but everybody was super cool. One of the girls was asking me like what I do. I was like, content? Like, I mean, technically I have money coming in regularly from content. So I guess content, but at the same time, to your point of what you were just saying, I have a man who pays all my bills, so this is not stressful for me. I can do it at my leisure. Like, I haven't posted this is what I decided to put on today, or get ready with me. I haven't made one of those in weeks, and I don't feel any pressure to do so. Like, having this surgery, I would have felt way more like I need to be documenting everything. I still need to be doing this and that, because this is what I rely on. So yeah, content creation can be very stressful if you're trying to do that full time. If that's the only if that's your only form of income. So that's the same thing. That's what I was telling her. Like, it would be because that's the same thing she was saying. She enjoys making content, but
it would be stressful if this was the only thing I was.
It would be stressful if I was relying on it. So
also, it's a thing that you can get like fairly good at if you. Well, I won't say that. You have to be. That's all. But you have to like understand who you are. Understand how you are perceived, and then understand what is happening in spaces that you can like fit in.
Yeah.
And that is a gift that a lot of people don't have, or they just don't take the time to actually properly plan out their content, which I see a lot of.
Yeah. And that
I say that, but I barely did this outline. So, maybe I should shut up.
I was just about to say, I have been blessed with like a very with being able to not have to hone in on a niche. My niche is comedy, and luckily for me, my followers do not care what I do as long as I make it funny. I remember when I went to Vegas, I didn't really feel like that was right after I quit my job, and I wasn't really trying to make content for real, but I had some stuff I needed to post, so I was just doing my outfits, but I had music playing instead of me talking. Multiple people were like, all right, you only got but so much, like, we need the commentary. Like, the outfits are cute, but we need to hear you talking about it. You only got but so much more of this music playing in the background bullshit. That's not why we're here. You look good.
We love that for you, but yeah.
Let's wrap this part of it up.
So my audience is not necessarily that loud, but because I've been so like broad with my content, I can do basically whatever, but my audience really, really likes, 1, when I teach them things, and 2, when I am displaying gentle masculinity.
Yeah.
Like, those are the 2 things. They like go up for those 2 things. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. They don't care what I do. I've had cooking videos go viral. I've had me reading people go viral. I've had outfits go viral. They don't care what I do.
Yeah.
My kid, me talking about being a mom, girlfriend, like, they don't care what I'm doing. As long as I make it funny, that's all they care about.
Which is dope.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of healthy and unhealthy and understanding who you are. I nearly got into a fight this week.
Fisticuffs.
Yep, at a basketball game.
Oh.
Bro, as like the old me came out.
Now look at my side.
They mixed match.
No, just this one. Completely on. Like that is the.
Oh, that's It's
completely turned around.
Wow. Okay.
How that happened? Anywho.
You weren't paying attention at all. But I'd over basketball, which if anything's gonna get me to fight at this ripe old age, it's probably gonna be something stupid like basketball. Because I rarely be putting myself in positions where like dumb shit can happen. But I'm playing ball and we're in a men's league. Of course I am. I'm old. So I'm in a men's league. And old boy like crosses over and he's trying to go by me and he just tries to swipe through. And as he's trying to swipe through, he just like hits me in my face and like pushes me. And the play was over and I was like, hey bro, don't ever. I said, don't hit me in my face. Like, and I was very calm about the way I went about it. And he got like upset. He's like, no, he wasn't apologetic. Like to me, if you're like, my bad, bro, that wasn't what I intended to do.
Then
like
that's the end of it.
But he didn't do that. He got like real like puffed up in his chest, and so I'm like, say, bro, hey, I don't give a fuck about nothing you talking about. Don't do. I'm like, okay, so I went from don't do that again to do it again.
Try it.
Please try me.
Try it.
Please try me. And now, because he started talking. Now I'm walking with him, and I'm like, try me. He's like, yo, keep it basketball. I said, fuck basketball, because you done hyped me up at this point. So now I'm not acting like regular, like calm. This is like good to be like, no, I'm in this now. So I'm like, yeah. What's up? They're inbounding the ball. I'm like, he wants the ball. He wants the ball. Give him the ball. Because as soon as he gets the ball, I'm running through his shit. Like, it ain't got shit to do with basketball. Yeah. I'm just finna hurt you. Cause you tried me. So now, like, I'm trying to calm down. I'm trying to like get my life together. The game is over. We've also lost. So that's another thing. I'm mad because we lost, and I'm mad because I got hit in the face. And I'm like I'm taking off my shoes and I'm trying to calm down. And my brother is standing in front of me. And after a loss, like, he's like, okay, let's talk to the team. And he's waiting for everybody to listen to, and we're all being quiet. And he's like, and he looks at me like, you good? No, I'm upset. And I feel like you know that I'm upset.
Right.
So why are you like, I'm like, yo, say what you got to say to the team, bro. Cause I'm getting irritated. And he's like, you should have got irritated when you know how like family knows how to press the buttons? And he was like, you was going to do something about our boy. You should have done it during the game. Huh? Don't do that. Like, bro, all right, cool. So now I'm putting my shoes back on because I was in slides. Because, you know, after a basketball game, you want your feet to be free. So I'm in slides. I'm now out of the slides. I'm like, I'm just gonna go wait for him in like this lobby. He's gonna have to walk past me. There is no other way to get out of here but walking past me. All right, cool. I'm getting there and I'm getting like hyped and I'm like pacing back and forth, waiting for old boy to come out. Eventually, my brother comes out and one of my other teammates comes out and he's like, "Hey, bro, you got stuff to lose. Like this not da 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 da." And Austin's like, "Yeah, and also you still should have just did it then." And I was like, this is not like, I'm like, this is,
you missed your moment is what they're trying to say.
Yeah. And they're right.
You missed the moment for this to be justified.
They are absolutely right. Cause Austin is going, now, bro, it's premeditated. Like,
right. You had time to,
and the thing is, I'm looking back on it now and I'm knowing everything he's saying is absolutely correct. But the way you're telling it to me right now, as I am in this state, it's not helpful. And I feel like you know that, and you just decided to like, because you know me.
Yeah.
So that happens. He's trying to calm me down. It doesn't really calm me down. So I walk back into the gym, and I go, "Yo, do we play them again?" And the dude who runs the league is like, "Nah, y'all probably won't play them again until the playoffs." I said, "Don't worry about it. I'm gonna see him again.
I'm going to still be holding this first.
It's up,
and it's stuck.
It's definitely." So I was like, "It's gonna be a thing." Because I don't forget anything. So, but before I go, I was like, hey, yo, young bull, me and you need to have a conversation. So my brother is going back into the gym and he's like talking with the rest of the team, talking to other dude is going back into the gym, and they both see me say that to him, and I turn my back and I walk out back towards the lobby, And apparently my brother beelines for old boy. And he's like, hey, don't do that. He's like, I know my brother. The way he's amped up right now, don't go out there. It's like, it's gonna be bad.
And it would have been.
It would have absolutely been bad. Because I would have tried to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But I'm not in the right frame of mind to have, because my ego is going nuts.
Yeah. And you would have been looking for
I'm looking for any reason for him to say something that gives me an excuse.
And there's a good chance that he would have.
And he would have.
He didn't even do it during the game.
Because his ego thinks he not gonna try me now. It's already over. This is not a thing. And I'm going, this is exactly the time, because I'm trying to give you another opportunity to like do the right thing, and I know that you're not going to. But Austin beelines for him, and I'm like, all right, cool, it's all settled. They walk past me. He don't look at me. He don't say nothing to me, which is exactly what my brother advised him to do. But I'm still like, we're gonna see y'all again, because I'm gonna make sure we play y'all in the playoffs. Don't get knocked out before we gotta play y'all, because I'm going to embarrass you now. So yeah,
did we learn anything?
What did I learn?
I'm asking, did you? Was this a teachable moment in the end?
Hit him immediately. That's what I learned. I should have hit him immediately.
Violence is always an option.
I should have retaliated immediately, and then like that would have been, because then it would have, if I would have retaliated immediately, it would have completely stayed basketball. Yeah, because I would have got him back in a basketball way. I would have just fouled him real hard. And be like, hey, no, don't do that.
And it's just also heat of the moment, and we're in the game. And
yeah. Also, the referee was trash, because it was one of those. The referees can control the flow of like how aggression like goes, and like this particular referee had been doing stuff and not calling things, like she wasn't calling things both ways, and that only adds fuel to the thing. Because there's nothing worse than you're down. You go up for a layup, get smacked stupid hard, and don't get a foul call, and then you go back down the other end and they get breathed on and get a foul. It'll drive you nuts.
I would imagine.
So yeah, nothing about that situation was helpful or peaceful, and so yeah. But I got out of it without anybody pressing charges. So,
and that's a win.
That's definitely a dub. I'm here for that dub. What else did I have? Oh, have you ever watched a movie that was so good that when you went back and watched it again, you like, how did I miss this like major thing?
Probably, but rewatching Ted Lasso with it.
Okay.
Noticing things I didn't notice the first time. Now, like once you know what you know, you can go back and look at the signs. I did not catch all of the little side glances and stuff from Nate before he left. Like basically from the time Roy came back, or Roy came to be a coach. Oh, he did not like. I didn't catch it the first time.
He was upset the second, because he doesn't have the cachet that Roy has.
And it was the Roy Ken effect, and like I saw it the first time, but I really like he was mad. Yeah.
And it's partially his thing of like not being acknowledged by his father in real life, and then how that bled into everything else that was happening in the show, and his need to be acknowledged by everybody else, which is why when he goes over there and old boy is calling him son and doing all the things, he's responding to it because he's never had that.
Yeah. The wonder kid.
The wonder kid.
Yeah. That's not what he said.
That's not what he said.
But yeah, I'm sure it's happened in movies too. Before you go into that, one thing that I've been doing lately, especially since quitting my job, this is the first time. Well, no, since the move, we moved, had the surgery, so now I'm kind of just at home. I can't move around a whole lot. There's so much that needs to be done, and I can't do it. So I'm kind of just sitting there watching TV, and I've just been picking random shows, like just reading the description, not watching trailers or anything, and just giving it a shot. Now, I don't think that it's actually OCD, but it falls somewhere over there. I cannot have things in my continue watching if I'm not watching it. I can't let it sit there. But I did not know that you can remove stuff from your continue watching.
Can you?
Yes. On Netflix, when you're on the where you can watch the current episode, choose different episodes, all of that stuff in that little menu, you can remove stuff. So since I found out about that, I've just been trying random stuff, and if I don't like it, I just remove it. The last 3 shows I watched were so good. All 3 of them were so good. School Spirits. Oh, I'm just having trouble. School Spirits.
Okay.
Obliterated and Florida Man.
What's Obliterated about?
Obliterated is about, there is this special force.
It's a movie or a TV show?
A TV show. It could have been a movie. Should have been a movie. It was like 8 episodes.
Sometimes they do, like, where you be like, you
drug this out.
This should have been a movie, or this definitely, like,
this could have been a movie.
For example, the what's the name books? Harry Potter books probably should have been TV shows, not
instead of several movies.
Yeah, they would have been great as each book is a season, because we would have got all the things that we cared about, like they're doing with Perseus Jackson. Excuse me, which I watched the first 2 episodes. I liked.
But Obliterated, there's this special ops team. For all of them are ex or prior military or whatever, and they basically come in to solve the big crimes. So there is this Russian who wants to blow up Las Vegas, and they call them in. They go undercover. They've been following this guy for months. They catch him. They catch the nuke. They have him. They have the nuke, and so to celebrate, they go out and get fucked up. All the drugs, all the alcohol, like they're celebrating this huge catch from this guy who they've been following for so long.
Okay.
And then they get a phone call saying, yeah, we just tested it. This is not the actual nuke. It's still out there, and he's threatening to detonate it if he's not released within 6 hours or some time.
And they're, of course, all fucked up.
All fucked up. But they don't tell that they're fucked up. So the entire show takes place in like a day. But it's like 8 episodes, but it's all basically like, I think maybe 36 hours total that's gone by. So it definitely could have been a movie. But it was really good. I really, really enjoyed it. The whole thing is about them trying to do this, like, and the different drugs, different drugs take a different time to kick in. So like everybody's seemingly fine, and then all of a sudden they walk into this like club. They're looking for someone. They walk into a club, and it's just like, hey, this Molly kicking in, bro.
Is it a comedy?
Yes.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Yes.
And it's a limited series, I'm guessing?
It did not say. I don't know how they would do a sequel.
Because I'm for things being limited series.
Now, the other show, I just finished watching it this morning, Florida Man, limited series. So good. Not at all was what I was expecting, considering it's called Florida Man.
What's it about?
I don't really know how to explain it, but it's very good. It's about a guy who's a gambler. He owes a gambling debt. So the mobster that he owes, he's like doing things for him to pay off that debt. And the mobster's girlfriend ends up fleeing town and going. They're in Philly. She ends up fleeing town and go to Florida chasing gold. Like somebody told this story about a shipwreck, and there's gold there. And the main character, is sent to go and get her.
Okay.
But of course they fucking, and they've been fucking since way before. And so she faked her death.
Oh Lord.
But very, very good. Like surprisingly good, to the point where it was like, I just started watching this because I thought it was going to be some crazy shit. Because Florida Man, everybody know Florida Man.
We assume, but it's like a romance drama type thing.
Yeah, not a whole lot of romance. I mean, they're fucking, but it's not really funny.
But it's like a drama thriller.
Yes.
Type. Okay.
Yes. There's some characters in there who are goofy. So it's kind of, you're laughing at them more than with them. But
like, you ain't do this on purpose.
No, but definitely recommend it. And then I guess since I'm talking about them, School Spirits, just to say what that's about quickly. In School Spirits, there's this school called Split River High. Anybody who dies on campus, spirit gets stuck there. Mm-hmm. So there's people who've been there. They're ghosts. They've been there for 60 years or whatever.
Why?
Their spirit. Why are there so many people who've died at this school? Let's talk about that.
That's yes, but also what's keeping their spirits there?
I don't know.
And I'm guessing that's the mystery of the show.
No, the mystery of the show is the girl who died most recently. She doesn't know how she died, and that's the first time that's happened. She doesn't know she was murdered, and so it's a murder mystery. And it's one of those ones I love, a good where you know how shows will start. They'll show you all the clues to make you think this person did it, but they didn't do it. And so they got to overcome that. I love those. They got me good. I'm usually pretty like, nah, they didn't do it. Even though that's what they want you to think right now. No, they got me good twice. I was like, oh, that motherfucker did it. I know a stupid ass. Look at her. Stupid ass grin on her face. I know she did it, old bitch. But no, it wasn't her.
I've been there.
So yeah, all three of them were very good. And did you watch that movie, Leave the World Behind?
No.
I'm not going to say anything about what that movie is about. All I'm going to say is I was very interested in the movie the entire time I was watching it. You don't know what's going on. You don't know why the things that are happening are happening. You get all the way to the end of the movie. They figure out why it's happening. The movie ends 5 minutes later. I did not like the way it ended. Like it didn't talk about it enough. It didn't go into enough like.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I heard the ending pissed so many people off.
The ending was, I did not like the ending. But the movie was good overall. Like I was interested in it, but the ending did not do it justice.
See, that sounds like being teased, and I would still
say worth the watch though.
Really?
Yeah. I like I said, I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
The ending was just so stupid.
Okay.
But the good thing about the ending being stupid is it's literally the end. Like the last 5 minutes of the movie is when you find out what happened, and then it's over. So, it's good. The vast majority, 98% of the movie is great. The last 2% is like,
why did you do that? Yeah.
Why was this the big aha moment? But okay, I guess that's my movie TV recap.
I'm here for it. I haven't really been. We're planning on to go see Napoleon, but I don't know if that's gonna happen today or not. Because again, I feel like absolute garbage.
Thank you for working while sick.
Ooh,
we needed it though. We've been
yes.
I'm only going to apologize one more time. Y'all like.
Did they let you up in the comments?
In the comments, one person. So you remember that one time I accidentally put the show out on a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday. Somebody, Bree, the one who brought it to my attention in the first place, she was like, when I seen that the show didn't come out on Wednesday, I was like, Rox must have forgot that it's Wednesday again. Bitch, fuck you. Because she left that comment when I released it on a Tuesday. She was like, you thought it was Wednesday, didn't you?
They don't let you make it at all.
They do not be letting me make it. They be on my ass, but those are my people.
That's hilarious.
Like, when you talk about social media and what it is, like, I can't. A year ago today, I was already on social media and I had followers on TikTok. I hadn't really gotten over to Instagram yet, but I was on TikTok. I had around this time maybe like 30,000-40,000 followers, something like that. I'm on social media, and it's like, if you would have told me that I would have gotten to the point where I have like a core group of friends that I've never met, like people that I've never met,
that you met through the internet,
hook with so heavy. Like when I'm on live and they come in, I speak immediately, like friend.
Yeah.
Yes, I like, and they know me and retain. Of course, they retain information about me because I make videos and it's there. But like, just when we're mostly in lives is when we talk the most, and I'm retaining information about them too because I fuck with y'all so heavy. Yeah, it's very cool seeing the dynamics. Somebody was like, "You need to have a meet and greet," and I was like, "Yeah, that man don't really play like that."
Not at all.
It was a dude who said it to me. And he was like, we want to meet him too. Like, this is not about you. This is not just about you.
But see, the thing is, if I did a meet and greet, people would want to meet Little One just as much as they would want to meet me.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, we want to meet him too. Like, he can come. He can protect you from that. Yeah. We want to meet him too.
Bro. Oh. Going back to the ADHD drove. Mm-hmm. Going back to the thing about a movie that like something happened in it that you didn't realize. Yes. Bro, I was watching someone do a recap of Forrest Gump. How we never questioned whether or not that was Forrest's kid.
It wasn't. I thought was it?
No, she named the baby Forrest, so we just assumed that was his baby.
Who is we?
Oh, we as a group. I feel like we never had that discussion about whether or not that was his baby.
I've never even seen that movie all the way through. Oh, I've never sat down and watched Forrest Gump from beginning to end. It's very, very white. It's very, 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 very white. But I've seen the whole movie in times, but I never.
Forrest Gump is low key like how even if you're autistic, if you're a white man, you can make it and be very successful in life. He had some circumstances that made because his mama doing things that she did for his schooling was what? Oh, you haven't seen the whole movie, have you?
No, I don't, and I didn't. I've seen it, but it was never one of those. Like that's one of those things where I understand. Excuse me, I understand the hype, but
it's like one of the things that you've gotten through osmosis.
Yes.
That like you don't remember ever actually fully watching this, but you know what happens. You know all the things. Like I know what happens in Friends. I don't ever remember watching Friends for real. Don't
be mad at me, but The Color Purple. I've never sat down and watched that movie. I feel like I know that entire movie.
I don't remember doing it, but I know I've watched it.
I remember sitting down and watching Roots, all 6 DVDs.
Bruh, yeah. When it was like, someone said, black people, like, how did your parents teach you about slavery? And someone just said, Roots.
The collector's edition. It was literally like 5 DVDs. Do you know
how many videotapes?
Because we watched it. We had DVDs, and I remember going in and switching them out. Do you know how much content you have to fill up a CD and need another one and another one? That movie is so long.
It's a movie. If it's a limited series, right?
I don't think there's like a limited series back then.
I don't know. I'm just here.
Yeah, I definitely seen Roots. But I don't remember watching The Color Purple all the way through. But
I've heard great things about The Color Purple. Someone asked me Someone asked me if I was gonna go see it, and I was like, I'm gonna buy a ticket. But am I gonna go watch it? I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't think I need to.
Yeah, I don't think I need to. I do want to support black businesses and black women that are doing creative things. Sure. But I don't necessarily think that this is a thing that I need to see again.
Yeah.
I'll hear the soundtrack eventually when they put it on YouTube. Like someone will chop up the video of Halle singing somewhere, and I'll see that.
I haven't seen her in the promos that I've been seeing.
Mm-hmm. She's off being pregnant, which people apparently are getting mad at her. She can't be a Disney princess because she's unmarried and wed and pregnant. I'm like,
what the Disney princess that she played was a fucking fish. So what are we talking about? Already disqualifies it from having anything to do with her real life.
She played a fictional character. She's not a fish. She's a real person.
If we're gonna draw the line anywhere,
Disney princesses are not real people. What are we?
Especially not the fish.
How do we get?
Like Cinderella could be real. Cinderella could be based on a true story.
Yeah.
Well, no, it couldn't, because the pumpkins was turning into carriages and shit.
You get high enough. That could be a weird story that someone told. Fairy tales do sound like somebody just got high and made up some shit.
Yeah. Oh. And I love how Disney constantly takes them and makes them way nicer than they were originally written.
In the original, like, I think women like cut up their feet to try to fit in the glass slipper.
Yeah, and in the original Little Mermaid, like it felt like she was walking on needles when she got her legs. That shit was painful as fuck. It hurt her so bad to walk. Pocahontas said,
Pocahontas said it's so bad, bro. Nah, we can't do all of that.
But I don't understand why so many people don't like her boyfriend. Why people don't like DDG?
Well, he apparently did a song where he talked about how he was insecure because she's like more famous than he is. And
but they already didn't like him. They never liked him. They never liked them together. Like, I think what it is Chloe and Halle, especially Halle, just has this very innocent.
Yeah.
And that's just how we look at her. But she has a very cute face. Like, she has a little bit innocent face. And even when she be going off, it be like very polite and cute.
And she don't play behind her sister.
She don't play behind her sister.
And we love that.
But they never liked him. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe he's done something. I know he was still like texting.
Can I give my take on what I think it is?
What is it?
And I think we do this a lot with a lot of like, especially like black women and their dating lives. We don't approve of the man unless we view like the man is of equal stature to them. Mm-hmm. So anytime you have a Halle who is dating this person who we don't think is equal to her, we go, he should just be grateful that he is allowed to be in her presence, and like that is all with that. And so like, how dare he try to like work out, do anything,
you can't make any mistakes
that make her look bad or anything like this. And that's just like, that could be a my algorithm thing that I'm viewing and I'm perceiving.
That sounds about right. I can actually, that like makes a whole lot of sense. And yeah, I didn't think of it like that, but that makes a lot of sense. I know that there was some stuff about him like still DMing his ex-girlfriend or something like that, and it's like, yeah, you don't have room to make any mistakes because people are looking at.
So that type of stuff, I'm not gonna let you. I wouldn't let you make that mistake neither, because Hallie feel like everybody little cousin. Like don't fuck over my little cousin. But as far as the like, I'm trying to think about who are relationships like in hip hop that when we don't complain because we view those people as equals. Like we don't complain as much about Jay-Z and Beyonce because we view them as equals. When Ashanti was dating Nelly, we didn't complain about that because we view them for the most part as equals. When we have these younger artists that have gotten popping, especially like the female rappers and like the singers and what's the name, and they're dating men that we do not view as their equals, we go, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
He seems, and it becomes a conversation about he's beneath you, so you shouldn't have dated him in the first place.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know much about DDG. Before all of this, before I knew him as Hallie's boyfriend, he had a song that I like, but it's called Push. I thought it was a really cute little song, but I don't think he meant it to be cute, but I think it's cute. But
that was so auntie of you. It was a cute little song,
but he like made a lot of money just being on the internet. Like and
there's a lot of dudes that have like this young, they're figuring out ways like, you don't know. We think, oh, he's just making money off music. No,
he made a lot of money from just being on the internet.
He's just being on the internet, and that's how.
So it's not like he don't have his own money. Now he might not have as much as her because hello Disney princess, but and Beyonce, but you know. I don't understand the hate so much, but I get why other people might feel away, but I don't, you know. And I also like to give people the
benefit of the doubt.
No, I like to give people the room to make their own mistakes. I'm not going to be mad at you for making, like, I want the best for her because she's a young
You're willing
black
to
girl.
offer grace, I guess.
Yeah, but like, just because she's super talented does not mean she is not a young black girl. I'm still a young black girl, but I used to be in my 20s and I wanted to date niggas like him. Now she got a lot more to lose than I do, but that does not mean that she should not be afforded the opportunity to make those mistakes on her own.
And it's also like, because we don't know them, she could be an absolute terrorist. And we have no idea. We're just going off what the public perception of her is, the very cultivated public perception that she has allowed us to see. We don't know these people. And I'm not saying that I believe that she is an evil person, because I have no proof of that, and I'm not going to project that onto her.
Yeah. But the fact is, we don't know. We don't know these people for real. Speaking of that, I saw a video a while ago, and I know this is old news at this point, but I saw a video a while ago of a girl breaking down why Ashanti is dumb for getting pregnant by Nelly. He was engaged to that other girl for 7 years and never married her. He ain't marrying you, and you're not getting married, and you're having a baby by him. When did Ashanti say anything about wanting to be married? Y'all have to stop projecting your wants onto other people. Marriage is not the goal for everybody. We literally just talked about there is a time limit on having babies. I don't care how much money you have as a woman. If you want to be the one to carry your baby, a healthy baby to term, there's time limits on the longer you wait, the harder that becomes.
Yes.
So she can get married at 85 if she wants to. That is not that means nothing. She don't have forever to have a baby.
But also the reasonings as to why you may want to get married are not the same reasonings as to why this lady wants to get married.
If she wants to get married.
Because some people are getting married not necessarily because they want to get married, because they're looking for a specific kind of security, whether that be financial security, whether that be emotional security, social security, because I have
a ring now.
and it doesn't do the things for you that you think it does, you should actually just be doing the thing that makes you happy, that aligns with what it is that you want out of life. Because by trying to keep up with all this other bullshit, you're gonna end up turning around and going, you know what, none of this was actually for me, and I just did it because I thought I wanted to.
Hello. Exactly
because
what happened
I
to me.
was told that I was supposed to want this.
Exactly what happened to me, and I had to leave that nigga. But everybody ain't like me.
No, some people will stay in positions that they don't want to be in simply because.
Yeah, but it's just like y'all are so concerned. Like, she said nothing about one, and y'all broke. I mean, I'm broke too. We're all broke,
but we're significantly broker than them.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know unless you are super religious. I don't see no point in combining y'all shit. Y'all have too much to lose. This is exactly how, like,
the reasoning as to why you would need to get married is not that people don't have the same reasonings for getting married anymore. And actually, marrying for the reasons of love is a recent invention.
Yeah. Yes.
Within like the last 150 years.
You niggas used to pull up with some goats and some chickens and be like, hey, I'm trying to get your daughter. My family rich, your family rich. Boom. Let's merge our families. Send her over here.
For means of commerce and means of who is going to be the heir and who is going to receive.
That's
what.
it. Not
that is
for
the
love.
Reason. Nobody was getting married for love.
I don't ever want to love somebody enough to get the government involved. If, like, people ask me all the time, especially when I'm on live, they ask, do I want more kids? I usually kick them out. Don't come over here with that. We don't need that type of negativity.
I still think about
here.
that fucking clip where you're like, if I have a baby, where they gonna go?
Where's it gonna go? Who's gonna watch it? Who's gonna keep it now? Who's gonna keep it for that week when I don't have my kids? I don't know. I'm not a parent during this time. But anyway, they ask me that. I usually cuss them out, kick them out. Then they ask, do you ever want to be married again? Vet knows this. I've said this to him. If I ever get married again, it's for money. I could spend the rest of my life with him. And we've both been married before. Neither one of us are pressed to get married again. But what is in it for me? Because, like, what's going to change and make my life better if we were to get married?
He's like, there's nothing about what we are doing that would change.
No.
So for you, it doesn't make sense to get married. No. So I understand. Before the internet tries to make
I don't give a fuck.
But I know. But what I'm saying is, before the internet tries to get out here and be like, oh, she only said she's getting married for money. That's not what she just said.
I'm not with him for money.
Yes.
But, like, for instance,
you're saying marriage holds no value for you based on where you are right now in life.
It does not.
And that is perfectly fine.
Now, he is prior military.
Yeah.
And do you know, and I don't got no job. So do you know what I get? Do you know what happens if we get married?
Oh yeah,
I get added to his insurance.
Yeah.
He gets more money for his disability. These are benefits for our household. It's not about us. Well, the insurance will be about me, of course. But it's not about, oh, I just love you so much that I want to marry you. No. I can spend the rest of I can love you to the ends of the earth, and we do not have to be married for you to feel that.
Yeah.
So, but people love to project that. When I watched this video of this girl just giving all these reasons why Ashanti should not be pregnant by him, girl,
who are you pregnant by? That you did not want to be pregnant by? That you were making this? Like when I read stuff, when I watch stuff like this on the internet, and people have these strong of projections, I instantly go, "What is going on in your life that you got this from this?"
Yeah, or that you took this so personally.
Because the way you react to something always says more about you than it does about the thing. Mm-hmm. Because
the way I be, I didn't like that.
Yeah,
scroll away and never think about it again.
but even like, so for example, even when I think about, even that situation with old boy playing basketball, that happened because my ego got involved. I felt away, and I wanted to respond from a place of ego. I projected meaning about everything that was happening onto it. Mm. And because he didn't respond in a way that I felt was appropriate, I got upset.
Yeah.
If I have better self-control, I go, he didn't respond in a way that I wanted him to, but you can't control how other people respond.
You can't control how other people respond. And also, I spoke up for myself. He know.
Yeah.
So if it happens again, it's intentional.
Yes.
And now if I haul off on your ass, then that just is what it is.
Yeah.
But I understand not getting mad initially at the response, because I did my part. I told you don't do that shit no more.
Because I'm trying to exhibit some level of self-control because I have things to lose and I'm an adult. Mm-hmm. Everything that happened after that is a result of, like, that part was good. Everything that happened after that and up until, like, me still wanting to fight is ego.
Yeah.
And I'm grown enough to be like, you were wrong. You shouldn't have done that. But do I still feel like it's up and it's stuck? Definitely. Yeah. Because sometimes I'm okay with being wrong.
Yeah. There's a bitch from 2009. If I see her on the street, I'm going to have to whoop her ass.
Some people, dog, sometimes it's just up and it's stuck. And there are people that I'm willing to forgive, but then there are people like, this not even worth like no real forgiveness. It could just be up and stuck. I don't have to do nothing about this.
Yeah. I don't know if I talked about this on the pod, but I made a video where I was talking about my one-sided beef with Slim Thug.
You did talk about this.
Yeah, but
you talked about this on TikTok.
Yeah, because I made the video about it, and then there are people in the comments. You know, of course, he was on the phone. So why do you feel so entitled? First of all, y'all need to really learn what words mean. Y'all don't know what words mean. Y'all love to hear what somebody said and be like, oh, I'm gonna just use that word, and you don't know what the
buzzword that I think fits.
You don't know what they mean. But anyway, telling me all this stuff, and then I made a response video, and in that video I said, I understand that this is irrational. I understand that it is one-sided. He did not have to speak to me the same way. I do not ever have to let this go. I'm going to hold on to this grudge forever. I'm not hurt. It's not hurting anybody. Yeah. And somebody was like, it is hurting you because holding on to those type of things. What do you think I am doing? Do you think I wake up every morning and trying to figure out how to make Slim Thug's life a living hell? No, I don't. Like,
this is not a thing that is, I'm not giving this enough energy to where it's actually bothering me.
But if I see him,
it's up.
It's beef. It's plex.
Yeah. But
when I don't, like, I ain't spoke about Slim Thug and I don't know how long until I saw a video about Slim Thug, and I'm going to take every chance I get to slander that man. Yeah, if somebody brings it up, I got a story to tell. But I'm not just popping out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's just people, I think of all the therapy words that are floating around, the one that applies to the internet more than anything else is projection, in my opinion.
Yes.
I feel like every single episode, anytime I'm talking about somebody getting on my nerves on the internet, the root cause is projection. The root cause is people on the internet hearing you say something
and projecting,
triggering something into them. Whether I could get on here and say, I was going to the store today. I grabbed my favorite pair of red socks, put on my tennis shoes, and walked out the door. And somebody's going to hear that and think, that bitch that cheated on me used to wear red socks. So that's how I know when you was taking your ass outside, I know that you was being a hoe because you put on them fucking red socks. Red socks don't mean that to me. Them not my cheating socks. They was her cheating socks. Okay? But everybody who owns a pair of red socks does not use them for the exclusive purpose of cheating.
Like, when I cheat, I got the hoodie up. Like,
I have a different tale.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you reading the wrong things.
Right. And you're so busy looking for ways to relate. Looking, that's another issue. Everybody want to see themselves.
They're looking for ways to
identify and make it about them, or, you know what, this happened to me. And that's fine. That is fine.
Talk about what happened to you. Don't talk about what happened, because we would gain more from you talking about your specific experience than we would you trying to project meaning.
Tell me what's going on in my spirit.
And to trace and lay over, like, what to scaffold over what is happening to try to make it fit what you think happened to you.
Yeah.
Just tell us what happened to you, since you obviously want to tell us anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yes, and just let it be what happened to you, and stop trying to make, well, this one little tidbit of information that you gave is similar to something that happened to me, so your whole story is exactly my story. And it's even fine if you think that, whatever. I don't care what goes on in your head. Stop responding as though that's fact. You made that up. That's not what happened. I gave you a few facts. And you built a story around it. You can't respond to me as though the things that's going on in your head are what I said, because it's not.
You I don't know how you got there. You did that on your own.
You found your way there. You need to find your way back.
Shit.
So
that was the longest catch up we have ever done.
Yeah, I don't even know if we can call it that. I don't even know if we can call it that. But
I'm here for it. Well, let's do a couple of these listener letters.
Okay.
Actually, we're gonna start with an update. You remember that?
We have an update?
We have an update. Do you remember that it was from this update from a question? Someone gave us more context.
Oh, okay. Like the question of the week?
You remember the question of the week when I was like, what's the weirdest way someone ever flirted with you? Mm-hmm. And that person said they named their firstborn after me?
Yes.
I have the whole story.
Okay.
All right. So when I first moved to the Midwest, boonies as a teen, I started hanging out with my teenage neighbor's nephew, who was a few years older than me. My parents and neighbors ended up hating each other and barred us from hanging out. Years later, I ended up coming across him on Meet Me. I slid in his DMs. Like, how you been? Dude was happy. Dude was the happiest. Begging to take me on a date on his next day off. Dude drove 2 hours for a date. We go on a date and it was awkward as all hell. He still wanted to keep going. He mentioned he wanted to take me out again and that he was child free. I say, I don't know. Let's play it by ear. Like, she's just like, okay, let's see where it goes. I decided to snoop on his Facebook page and there's a photo of his daughter. Excuse me. No name, nothing listed, but there's a comment like, oh my God, I can't believe blank is turning 6 now. Blank was her name. Yeah. It was a different spelling, but oof, I wasn't prepared for that at all. I dipped out saying I couldn't do long distance because the math didn't math. And basically after years, we weren't allowed to talk. And after we weren't allowed to talk, he got another girl pregnant and named his firstborn daughter after her.
Does she have a unique name?
Fairly. Yeah.
I feel like I think I was reading something. I've been on Twitter a lot lately. I feel like I was reading something on Twitter maybe. And me and Vet and I just had a conversation about this. But if you have a unique name, can you confirm that he named the baby after you, or did he just like your name? Because sometimes some people be having just cool ass names, and he spelled it differently too. So that's not necessarily like. I'd be
really, really mad if I like had dated a Cadence in my past, and now I can't name my daughter Cadence. That'd be really sucky.
It's just a pretty name.
I've been planning to name my daughter this.
Yeah, it's just a pretty name.
Did you hear that thing? The internet is like naming a son Junior is crazy, especially after your wife carried. Yeah, making him a junior. Making him a junior is crazy after your wife did all that to carry him. Mm-hmm. And I just was like, I never thought about it that way, but that is actually hilarious.
Well, I don't think that it's crazy.
Why don't women have juniors?
I was just about to say, I think that I hate that female juniors aren't more common. Krishan, the one Blueface, Krishan and Blueface, she named her son Krishan Jr. So he has her name.
I'm here for it.
Right. I love that. And if I'm not mistaken, Junie, Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert's daughter, her name is Junie because she's Iman Jr.
That's so cute.
Mm-hmm. That's where Junie comes from. Iman Taylor Shumpert Jr. I don't know his middle name. I don't know what his middle name is. But anyway, Junie comes from Junior because she's a junior. So I think juniors can be like, if you want to name your kids after you, I just think female juniors should be more common.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just men. Because, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, so that was the only update we had.
Okay, but that's good.
Where are we at right now? So we're about
we got to take some out though. So,
but that was only about maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah,
5-10 minutes. So we're at about an hour. I think because we have to film 3 more times this week.
I think we should keep going.
Really?
If that's okay with you.
Okay.
I feel like the first episode after. Well, no, we put out episodes since we missed one.
Mm-hmm. I'm down to keep going. We can do these HBCU confessions.
Yeah, let's do that, and then we can wrap it up.
So, moving on to these HBCU confessions. I saw these and was like, I don't know if there'd be interesting discussion, but they either made me laugh or whatever. So I was like, let's see it. This one said, and it's from Anonymous: men with small penises should be courteous enough to be good eaters or buy hollow strap sleeves. It's not an insult. It's called being unselfish. Mm-hmm. Now, that's not my ministry, so I don't really have that struggle. But I don't. Toys for sure. Being a good eater, a must. A hollow sleeve? How do you not take that as an insult?
You have to be honest with yourself. If you have a small penis, you have to know that and be able to accept that.
Fair, valid. But what I'm saying is, you can't say that's not an insult.
To who? To him?
Yeah.
By asking him to use one?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't think she should have to ask you, though. I think you should know that and then take the appropriate steps to satisfy her. I don't think I would never ask a man to do that. I would cut you off before I ask you. I would, yeah, because I don't know of any subtle way to say that. I would never ask.
I can't think of one either.
Yeah, I would never. But I would cut you off. Because I feel like you've had this penis way longer than I've seen it. So you should know the size of it, and you should know that that's not enough. So with that being said, why should I even have to ask you to help me out?
Valid.
And I believe that the reason that they might have said hollow, well, no, that's just because it's a strap, and most straps are, you don't have to, so you need to be able to put something in there. But I don't know. I would. Is there anything where they could also feel it, and like, I mean, if there's something out there where you can also feel it?
I think the absolute shock and horror I thought about the absolute shock and horror of someone asking me to do such a thing. My initial reaction would be like,
but you should know.
Yeah, but I'm imagining a world in which you don't know because you keep being lied to.
I have a funny story.
Oh no.
I was scrolling and I saw these elephant underwear for men.
Okay.
And Vet and I are sitting on the couch next to each other. Now he didn't get a good look at it, and I was like, hey, do you need these? And I just showed it to him. And it's just like the elephant, but I don't think he saw it good. The absolute disgust on his face when I showed it to him, he was like, do you think I need that? And I was like, well, I don't know. I think they're kind of cute. And I was
it didn't register him what it was. He thought it was something different.
And I said, what do you think I just showed you? He's like, it looks like a penis extender. And I was like, no way.
Yeah, see, exactly. See what I'm saying? If you didn't know that your entire life and someone like puts that on you, it's a shock.
He's like, do you think I need
exactly, bro?
Absolutely the fuck not. Take it back. Not what I was saying. I just wanted to not be able to do it get cold or something. I don't know. I just thought maybe you'd want it to be warm. I don't know. That's all I was trying to say.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, he was not going for it at all, bro. Oh, wow. Okay, this one comes from PVAMU. Oh, interesting. My girl always wears granny panties. Tough. It makes me sick. Damn, that's Jesus Christ. Because I
sick of this shit.
Full coverage. The thing is, I read the first half of the sentence and I was like, oh yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
bro. And then makes me sick. Just was like, that's so aggressive. And then
I'm picturing that this is from a guy.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know, it's just something about, men really don't be expressing themselves. So for a man to be like, this shit makes me sick. No, you're fed up.
He is absolutely through. Absolutely through. Oh, that is hilarious. Okay. My girl always wearing granny panties. Makes me sick. I'm trying to see some ass and some thongs, not a big ass panty. He even asked, like, how do I approach this topic with her? He was just mad and wanted to get that shit off. He was like,
he said that to every podcast.
It's like, it's gonna get read somewhere. Bro, that's hilarious. Oh my God. And I'm gonna be honest, I saw PVAMU. I was like, oh, alumni. Cool. I'm gonna throw that in there. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, no, he's fed up. So, okay, I guess we could talk about this very briefly. I have bought so many clothes for my new titties. Okay, like I already had a lot.
Okay,
but I just got an order from Shein. Okay, I don't buy a couple things. Every 2 to 3 months, I spend $300-$400 on Shein. Just getting more so when I was working because I constantly need new work clothes or whatever for content and such. But I was like, okay, I need more casual clothes. Now that I don't have a job, I need more like I'm finna get up and go run some errands kind of clothes. That's how the cart started. Then I got my titties done, and somehow it's nothing but backless shirts, low cut shirts, just anything that I don't need a bra for. So amongst those things was lingerie. I never used to wear lingerie because I was very insecure about my boobs and being naked or being vulnerable like that. So I have all this lingerie and I just cannot wait until I am healed.
So you can get in that thing.
Trying to turn this man out. It's a party. I bought us some matching pajamas.
She's trying to convince me right now for matching pajamas for Christmas morning.
Yeah, it's not Christmas pajamas. We might wear them. It's giraffes. Like it's giraffe print.
Giraffe print?
Yeah. But it's matching pajamas nonetheless. I'm not.
Is it silk?
No.
What type of fabric is it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Is it a shiny material? Okay. Because I was supposed to say a shiny material.
Shiny giraffe print.
Yeah, I was like.
No. It's like, I don't know if it's cotton.
The Princess Zamunda? Like, what's happening?
But yeah, it's like, I got him just a shirt and a short. Mine is a tank and shorts. And it's cute. But yeah, I got like lingerie and stuff. But okay, I didn't go into any details about my boob job, and I guess we can probably end there. Okay. Process has been very simple. I talked about this online and I think on live. Anybody out there considering getting their titties done, going to be helping somebody? I know you said little one was thinking about it or whatever. You're going to be living with someone who has their titties done. Any surgery to the front of your body, really. I heard them when they said you're going to have to sleep on your back for 6 weeks. I heard them when they said that. I didn't compute. It didn't register. You know, sometimes you'd be like, yeah, okay, 6 weeks, cool. No, that's a long fucking time to be on your back.
I don't sleep on my back, and neither does she.
I am miserable. Now, the only thing that has made, like, I have an adjustable bed, and I was already sleeping with the back up. People were like, prop yourself up. You think I was laying flat? I ain't even tried that. Like, when I say I hate sleeping on my back, I'm already talking about being propped up because I have an adjustable bed. You think I'm laying flat on my back? That is crazy. But I just feel like laying on my back just makes me feel like I'm in a casket. I feel dead. I remember I had that wake. What did I do? Prop my bed up.
That's true.
Lay on my back and I felt like I was in a casket. But anyway, yeah, that is the absolute hardest part. But I raised the feet too. Mm-hmm. So if anybody out there, you plan on getting your titties done or you living with someone who wants to get their titties done, if you don't already have an adjustable bed, if one is in the budget, get an adjustable bed beforehand or a recliner or something. Because the best sleep that I have had since I got my boobs done is when I was getting my lashes done. She has a recliner. And I just lay back in the recliner, fell asleep. The best sleep that I've had, getting my lashes done. I was in that whole, I'm pretty sure I was snoring.
Oh, wow.
I was knocked out. But
maybe that'll be a consideration.
Huh?
That'll be a consideration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I am very happy. They did have to tell me to go sit my ass down because I was doing too much. I was stressing my stitching. So I go back in like 5 weeks. 4 weeks. Christmas Day will make 4 weeks, a month left. And then hopefully I can start wearing my titties out in the wild with no protection. Just raw dog in the world.
Love that for you.
Thanks. Me too.
It's gonna be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I've had to sneeze.
It won't come out?
No, it keeps like...
It's very childish of that sneeze. Bless you.
And it still didn't come all the way out. That's
if you've made it this far into the show, comment bless you.
Thank you, and I appreciate you in advance. Yeah, I think on next week's episode, I'm gonna talk about where to find a dom because I keep getting asked that.
Oh my gosh,
often.
people want to know.
They really do.
People want to know,
and so I think I'm finally just gonna be like, all right, let's have a real conversation about that. So that'll be on the docket for next week. But
and one tidbit, I think I might have said this on the pod already, but people are not really making money like that on OnlyFans. The people who there's a few that are. And then the rest
majority are not.
Because I have 50 subscribers on my OnlyFans, and I am in the top 15% of earners. It's only $10 a month. It's not nothing crazy. It's not like I'm charging $100, $1,000 a month or nothing crazy. I charge $10 a month, and I have 50 subscribers, and I'm in the top 15% of earners on OnlyFans. So.
I might be headed there. We're going to see. I don't know how much I'm going to be doing on there. But no, I did talk about what I'm going to be doing on there. But we're going to see.
Yeah, I think you can make some money. Are you talking about the reading? You talking about reading?
On...
I thought...
Audio?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would definitely be doing audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like me?
Possibly.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right, friend. And all right to y'all, our coworkers. Thank y'all for being the best coworkers in the world. Thank y'all for being with us. Hopefully you've already liked, you've already subscribed, you've already left a review, a comment, all the things. And we greatly appreciate you for that. This has been the Hey Go Worker podcast. See y'all next week.
Bye. Oh.